What's up, guys? Welcome back. We are officially set up as exhibitors over at Anime NYC at the Javits Center. This is a huge show, and so far it has been really, really great. Definitely excited to be there, and I'm excited to go around and see what other things are available at the show. I haven't really been able to get away from our booth. It's been pretty busy, but today's the day where I think I can get away and show off what other pops and other booths have at the show, and we'll show off our booth as well. So definitely excited to do that and see exactly what is going on over at Anime NYC. So come along, check it out, and let's see what they got going on. Alright, so starting off with our booth here, this is our setup. We have a couple of things facing on the outside behind the grid wall here, just to show off some of the more common stuff that we have here for the booth. Just to get to people, you know, to show that we have pops on the inside. And then you can see we have some of the bigger ones up top, some Power Rangers. We have that Godzilla from Anime NYC with a Brock and Sindri 2-pack. And then we have the glass cases where we have the heavy hitters like that Conehead Zombie there, the Hunter. I love those PlayStation boxes every time I see them. Speedy Gonzalez there, the original Skeletor, SDCC Indiana Jones. We have that Chase Crowley, which was getting a lot of attention this weekend. The 3 Scooby-Doos from the Saturday morning cartoons. I love those. The colors on those just really, really pop. So some of my favorites there. A couple of Disney Store stuff. Some exclusives on the bottom, and the metallic Mike Wazowski and the metallic Genie there as well from San Diego Comic-Con. So starting off with some heavy hitters, and then the other side of the glass case, we have some more anime heavy hitters that are, you know, we have that Hollow Ichigo, the Monkey D. Luffy from the CCXP this year, the Little Thing sticker from Dubai. Sorry about the glare here. The lights are super bright here in the Javits Center, but yeah, a couple more heavy hitters inside here. Some horror ones, Ghostface. We have the Chase, Patrick Bateman, Baby Milo, some Star Wars Grails, a couple Freddy's on the bottom. So just this is to get people intrigued, to show them some of the bigger things we do have inside of our booth, to get people excited. And coming around the front here is where we have our autographs. We have the Gary V there, the Japanese voice actor for Ace there from One Piece. We have a Genos, and then we have the McLovin auto, which is one of my favorites there. That one is great. And Art the Clown auto as well. A couple of Daryl Dixons on the bottom. But, you know, just showing off some of the autos. And there's Mike just getting in the frame. And then up top, we have some of the bigger heavy hitters with a couple of Colossal Titans pre-release and regular. The Armored Titan. We have the Karama up there. The Tengen from San Diego Comic-Con this year. Grade 8 Vegeta with the Shared sticker. Elphaba and Glinda, the 2-pack. That one has been going crazy. And then more of our grails here inside the case. Walter and Jesse from San Diego Comic-Con. A Vegeta with the Con sticker. Jackie Chun Con sticker. Whis Con sticker. Piccolo Con sticker. Some Bleach pre-release pops. We have the Sung Jin Woo with the CCXP sticker as well. And then some more of the like One Piece chases. And, you know, the original Muichiro there. Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, the original ones. We have the metallic Martian from Mars Attacks. We also have this 24-piece Thrill-Joy Skeletor from the Beach Bash. So the Thrill-Joy, the one Thrill-Joy in our booth. And we have original Wizard of Oz stuff on the bottom. The 2-pack from Up with the Con sticker. Sly Cooper, that is one of my favorite PlayStation pops. And then we got the metallic Winged Monkey from Wizard of Oz. We have Saturday morning cartoons Marvin the Martians that go along with those Scooby-Doos. Maka and Soul pre-release. Your Forger. We have an Ken Kaneki Glow from Tokyo Ghoul. Tokyo Ghoul has been hot all weekend. Then some more horror ones on the bottom. We got Twisty with the Shared and the Con sticker. Chase Glow Michael Myers. A couple Batmans. That Patina Batman from San Diego Comic-Con. Joker 2-pack, the Glow. That was the Gemini Toys. 480 piece. And then on the bottom, some more Batman, some Star Wars, some Call of Duty ones. Which you don't really see too often. Call of Duty definitely getting harder and harder to find. Some Futurama, Manny Pacquiao, Jurassic Park NFT. So that is our Grail case here at the con. And then coming over here, we have some more of these San Diego Comic-Con exclusives from this year. A lot of people have been asking about these, so here they are. They have their own little section. We have the Tony Montana ride up top, some more bigs up top. We see the SpongeBob from San Diego Comic-Con, and then just a lot of our anime. We went heavy anime at this show, as you can see. So that was the main focus for this show, Anime NYC, and it's been working out really well. So we have it's sectioned off by the show and all the different pops from that show. So we have DBZ, we have Chainsaw Man, we have Hello Kitty and Friends, some more DBZ up top, My Hero Academia, just all in their section, so it's easy for people to find. We have Yu-Gi-Oh! On over here. We have a couple NFTs down at the bottom that we'll get to. And then just a couple random pops, kind of sprinkled in from various conventions. And there's the NFTs I was talking about. And then some other cartoon type pops like Bob's Burgers right there. We have Ranma down the bottom. And then up here we have some One Piece bigger pops. We have the Buggy on the Throne from New York Comic Con, a signed Going Merry with the Con sticker. We have the Whitebeard with Moby Dick. And then an entire section here of One Piece that has been a hot seller here at Anime NYC, so that is why we have an entire section filled with it, being the most popular anime that we deal with. So just tons of One Piece here for people to choose from, and then video games right on over next to it. We put all the video games here, and then up top we have the One Piece wanted posters with the con stickers. That Roger and Luffy are two major grails for those wanted posters, and then again more video game stuff down below. We got some Fallout, we got some Borderlands, some we got World of Warcraft, just all sorts of different video games, Sonic for people to choose from, because we figured, people do enjoy their video games, so why not? And we threw all the Pokemon down here at the bottom as well, and then some more cartoons and like random movies on over here, and then some bigger ones up top as well, and just some more animation, stuff like that, because we figured that would go hand in hand. And then the front of our booth, we got another Tengen Wise up there, a couple of the Demon Slayer bigs, got some Labubu, and then some of the newer animes here, like Kaiju number 8, we got Frieren, we have Solo Leveling, which has been crazy, Spy Family, Demon Slayer, just all things people were looking for, people were asking for, so that is all right at the front of the booth for them to come in and check it out. So yeah, that's our booth. And here's another booth. Let's check it out. They have a large selection of pops here on the outside. It looks like a lot of common stuff for people to get signed. You got some bigger ones up top. That big Hello Kitty one is really, really great. And the big Glaceon too, really cool. But a lot of more common and newer stuff here on the outside. Mostly anime, it looks like, which makes sense because we are at an anime convention. So yeah, definitely a lot of anime pops here. Sectioned off as well, so people can choose the show that they're looking for. But yeah, definitely a large selection of pops here at this booth. And we can see some other cartoons, a couple Star Wars ones, mixing in some horror and some video games. So yeah, definitely a nice large selection if you're looking for some more pops. Got a bunch of Godzilla down there, which makes sense. But yeah, definitely some large selection of pops over here at this booth. 10-inch, 6-inch, regular ones. They seem to have a lot going on. It does look like they have a lot of pops for the people that are signing over at the show. And then, oh, look at this Huckleberry Hound from the Christmas sticker there on the bottom. Do love that one. Love seeing those old Funko stickers on pops. But yeah, this booth definitely has a large selection of pops for you to choose from. And another big Billy. This Billy from Saw, that one's great. But yeah, a large selection to choose from. So looking for props here, this is definitely one of the booths to stop by, especially if you're looking for stuff to get signed by the voice actors over here at the show. This booth definitely had a bunch of stuff for that. So yeah, definitely a good selection. All right, walking around the con floor, looking for other pop booths. It's early in the morning here on the last day Sunday. It's a little light, but a lot going on here. And we're coming up on the next booth right over here. So let's see what they got going on. Let's check it out. All right, so this booth is Capsule Collectibles, and they have a nice selection of pops as well. Mostly, again, anime, which makes sense. And here we can see a lot of solo leveling here. Kaiju number 8 for sure. Definitely a lot to choose from here from the newer animes, which again makes a lot of sense. Spy Family here on the bottom I can see. But these Kaiju ones and the solo leveling have been like the talk of the town at this show, I guess because they are newer pops than newer anime. So for sure those have been popular. We got some Bleach here, and I like this one with this sticker. I don't think I've seen that sticker before. That is really cool. I've seen the Toy Temple one, but the one above it I haven't seen. Some Gundam, some Pokemon, Hello Kitty and Friends. That makes sense too because of the signers here at the show. But we got some video games on the bottom. Looks like some Fallout, the newer Fallout ones. Those are really sweet. And then down here we got some Barney. And the Skibbity Toilet ones. These are new. I haven't seen those yet. So those, I believe, just released. So those are going to be pretty popular. But yeah, some Skibbity Toilet. Again, some Spy Family, Kaiju number 8. And then coming on around to the front, what do we got over here? Some more of the newer anime ones as well. Some Five Nights at Freddy's. So yeah, definitely some cool ones here. And then come on in on the inside. And again, some more solo leveling, some Demon Slayer, that Moichiro. You can see Get Me Signed. The voice actor is here, so that makes sense. More Kaiju, more Spy Family. So I guess those are the popular ones at this booth as well, which makes sense why they have all those. Some Chainsaw Man. And a couple of their bigger ones up top. All right. And then over here is probably the biggest booth at the con here. We got Undiscovered Realm. And let's see, on the outside here, they got a couple of common pops. Buy one, get two free on these, it looks like. On $15 pops, so that's not bad. That's a pretty good deal on, I guess they're just trying to move some common stuff. Buy one, get two free. All right, not too bad. And then coming on into the inside of the booth, this is where they have their regular price pops here. A lot of cool stuff in here. A lot of bigs up top. They have a ton of autos. It looks like. Let's see if we can scroll over a couple of those. But yeah, a lot of autos here. A lot of anime autos for sure. You can see right here. They have they got some One Piece, some Bleach, some Chainsaw Man. That is really cool. A lot of different looking ones. Look at this one right here, the Futurama 2-pack. That is signed, it looks like, by Billy West. So that is a grail without the auto, so with the auto even better. We got some Ninja Turtle stuff here. And then a lot of different commons like horror and cartoons and anime. Oh, look at this. The Owl in the chicken suit. That is one of my favorite pops that they've come out in a while. That one is great. Power Rangers down here on the bottom. Coming on over here, what do we have over here? Let's see, some more autographs up top. This is more like TV and movie autos. It looks like some wrestling. Got that Hulk Hogan auto, Rey Mysterio. The Sandlot 2-pack sign. That is really cool to see. I love that 2-pack. And some horror autos over here. A couple NFTs that are signed. We got an original CM Punk up there, it looks like. I don't know if that's signed, but original CM Punk. Some signed Ghostface. What's over here? Some more autos. The whole top of their booth looks like it's full of autos. And then we got the original Ratatouille set. I love that set. That is such a great set. And then a couple of the anime con stickers up top. You can see all different cons, all different animes represented there. So yeah, Undiscovered Realm always brings out a nice selection of pops to their cons. And this one is no different. Again, it looks like they went heavy anime and cartoons, just like we decided to do, which again, makes perfect sense. So yeah, Undiscovered Realm with a nice selection as usual. And the front of their booth, they have some Biddy pops, a nice selection of Biddies to choose from. Look at all these. We've got the Biddy arcades. Those are new. And then just Biddies from all different lines. Those are pretty cool. DBZ Biddies. And then the Biddy, like the houses, those are really, really cool. So haven't seen those really in person. And then, of course, the brand new Biddy roads. Those are cool to see. So really awesome. And then the final booth of the day. Like, there weren't that many pop booths here, so a couple to choose from, but this one looked really good as well. They had a couple of things on their back wall here to choose from. Looks like a good mix of anime and movies and cartoons. Just a nice, solid mix of all different things. But this booth definitely had a eclectic selection to choose from as well. They also have some toys here. Some older, like, vintage toys back behind that gate. And then this giant Cause, like, Simpsons figure. That is really cool. Gets people's attention. They have some video games, some older N64 stuff, which is really cool to see. And then over here is where they had their bigger pops here. They're heavy hitters. And you can see on this wall, there are a lot of good ones. Look at this signed Brooke here. Well, that pop is fake, but the signature is real. So that is cool to see. We have Light from Death Note. The Disco Zombie from Plants vs. Zombies. Spartan Warrior from Halo with the Con sticker. And look at the Golden Frieza. They have this is just some real heavy hitters just sit on the floor. That Freddy Funko Wolverine just on the floor, which is crazy to see. There he is, just back there. The Error Box Chop, original He-Man. Parks exclusive Indiana Jones. We have a Grimjow and L from Death Note. Then we have Billy from Saw, the original. A couple of autos, some original Kiss stuff there. Signed Renji. Then we have that signed glow-in-the-dark Finn. More Golden Friezas down here on the floor with that Con sticker. Signed Captain Rex, the 2-pack, the Disney Minis. I love seeing those. So definitely some heavy hitters here. Look at this Cheshire Cat, San Diego Comic-Con as well. Some big hitters here. This Count Chocula Metallic. Metallic Wicked Witch. Freddy Funko Danny Phantom. This booth definitely has some heavy hitters just kind of tucked away in this corner here, so yeah, love seeing that. And then the outside of that booth, they got a couple Kratos here and then some stuff up top. It's kind of tough to see, but I love seeing Kratos. A signed Light there from Death Note. Eren Yeager, it looks like it's signed. Original Hello Kitty from the Sanrio line. That is cool. You don't see that line very often either. Those original Sanrio ones. And then a lot of anime, like, common type stuff on the outside of their booth to get people in. Draw people in with all this anime stuff. And again, sectioned off like every other booth. We have the DBZ section, One Piece, Demon Slayer. So that definitely makes sense. And they have a lot of anime ones to choose from. And then up top, looks like they got some heavy hitters too that I can't really see. It looks like the Other Mother from the Coraline line. An original Mumra, it looks like. So they got some stuff like hidden away up top that you can't really get to. But down here, some, more anime and some like video game type stuff. Some more cartoons, some Yu-Gi-Oh! So yeah, definitely a lot to choose from at this booth as well. And then I'm just trying to see if there's anything like crazy in here, but it looks like mostly like common type stuff. Nothing too wild here in this selection of pops, but definitely a lot. We've got some of their Cowboy Bebop stuff, which I love seeing. That's an anime you don't see too often, but yeah, up top, some more tucked away. I don't know if you can see they have that original, that Mumra, like I said, and then the Kanan from Rebels. Looks like a Walgreens Anakin, some Kill Bill stuff. So definitely some heavy hitters also up top that we can't really get to. But yeah, this booth was really, really cool. Alright, so that was Anime NYC, and it was such a great show. I was really happy to be able to set up there. I had a great time for the 4 days. I think it was really, really great. Now, not quite NYCC, but it's definitely close. There was a lot of foot traffic. I was glad to meet a lot of new people, say hi to some of you guys that came by and said hi and stopped by the booth and bought something or just came by and chatted and all that. That was really, really great, and that made the event really special, and we do definitely want to do it again next year if we're able to. So definitely looking to return to that show because it was a really, really good time. And I was able to finally walk around the show and show off some of the other pops and things going on, and there were a lot of other booths there that were great. So let me know in the comment section down below if you saw something that you wanted to add to your collection or just something from the show that really caught your eye. Let me know in the comments because, there was a lot of stuff there that I definitely enjoyed. And I'm glad you guys made it this far in the video. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you don't want to miss any future videos going forward, hit the subscribe button, turn notifications on. New York Comic Con is coming up very, very soon. I'll have a lot of content going forward for that as well. So yeah, if you don't want to miss anything, subscribe to the channel. Would really appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe. Really helps out the channel. But again, thank you to everyone that came out to visit our booth at Anime NYC. Thanks to everyone that watches the videos, subscribes, and does all that stuff for the channel. Really appreciate that. And as always, thanks for watching.